Welcome to the wonderful world of drawing. I'm your host, Jeremy Stoltz. We are on Season 2, Episode 211. Broadcasting live from HAPS and streaming out to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, and Twitch. So if you're from any of those places, drop a hello. Let me know you're watching, and we'll get into some drawing. Readjust the camera so it looks better. Right about there. All right. Friday nights are usually a little light. We got people going out doing real life stuff and got date nights, so I completely understand. Welcome, Francisco, dropping right in with a high award. There we go. Let's see, 20 cents, so it drops you up to here. Thank you very much for your contributions this month. Goes a long way towards being a super fan, and I appreciate it. All right. We are drawing another companion for the hero side of things. No, I based the body too big. Do some erasing and reshape. Got to scale down by just a little bit. Thought I'd be able to draw a little bit bigger because this guy's going to... And there goes the paper. Yay! All right, get all the little crumblies off. All right, let's get another one. This is already crumped. All right, next. Let's try this again. That's a little better. That's too high up. Okay, carefully erase this time so I don't kill the paper. All right. Need I, John, welcome to the show, am drawing a Dwarven Gunsmith tonight. He needs to go with, I'm beefing up the good guys, so we've got Sir Gregor, and I cannot pronounce this guy's name because I haven't figured it out yet, but this is his elven companion, who actually found him when he was younger, as like a little kid, raised him and trained him, and now that he's an old man, the elf is still pretty much the same age, and is calling him a boy. But we need another companion to go along with the good guys, so we're drawing a Dwarven Gunsmith. All right, so this guy here, let's give the pronunciation right now, is Eoldar. It's Eulldar. So the elf is Lord Eulldar. And the knight is Sir Gregor. All right. Take a small drink real quick. Move our good guys up and off. And technically, I've got the bartender as a good guy, but he doesn't adventure anymore, and he also will serve other people because his loyalty is towards the bar and in gold, not necessarily to the good side of things. There we go. All right, I think I got the base now. I got to start putting in some detail and some faces and all kinds of fun stuff. All right. My idea is this guy is more of like a rock skin. So that's the reason why he can take damage from the gunpowder residue, because it doesn't really hurt his skin. Excuse me. Welcome, Des. I seen your finished ice cream over on the gram. Rather cool. So I had a very light day at work today because they only had us work for about 3 hours, and then they cut us loose, which is always great on a Friday. A friend of mine from work had a doctor's appointment, so I took him to that. Got home around 12 something and had a bit of a headache, so laid down to take a nap and woke up at 6. So I'm probably going to be up all night, which I don't mind. Naps are nice. Yes. Naps are nice. They're nice, okay? It's not required, but I'll shoot one out to you just in case you're interested in jumping on up. Certainly doesn't help the numbness on my fingers, though, having not worked much today. But do you know what does help? Cupcakes made by my daughter. And in a few years, John's daughter will be able to do this. Yep. Bite-sized cupcake. Mm-hmm. Welcome to the broadcast, Luke.
Hello.
Hello. I have my fan running, so I have to turn your volume up so that I can make sure I hear you. Where are we at? Here we go. And volume up. Woohoo! How's your Friday going so far?
Oh, going good.
Good. Positive
Yeah.
vibes on your side?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. Best way
Yeah.
to start the weekend off is with positive vibes.
Yeah, of course. I just finished a whole entire series of Cursed, and I'm just like, why am I watching these shows that don't have a second season of them? And they just drop off.
There was a show that we were watching that had 2 seasons, and then I guess Netflix just canceled it. And I'm like, It was called The Order.
Mm.
It was pretty freaking cool. It dealt with like this kid who the basic premise is he his mom ended up dying under mysterious circumstances. So he goes to this college to find out why his mom died at this college type thing, and finds out that she was involved in something. He tries to get into like the secret society there, only to find out that it's like a bunch of people that use magic. And then he's trying to figure out how to do that, and then he gets tied up with a whole nother group that's fighting against them, which I'm not going to get into, in case you want to watch it. But it's this power struggle on this campus of college, and it was done pretty well. And like I said, I was highly anticipating season 2. We watched all of that, got done. I was like, okay, cool. When's season 3 going to come out? And they're like, Netflix canceled the series. I'm like, what?
Can't just leave us hanging.
No. Dang rabbit. So my idea for this guy here is he's a dwarf and he's a gunsmith and he's got a box of ammo in his hand and a gun up here. But then he's also got a big giant shield strapped to his back because when he's fighting, so that he has a way to reload and whatnot, he drops the shield in front of him and it acts as a blind, and it has like a little window that he can shoot out of from behind it. Because
That's
it's
cool.
the old like musket style, so it's not like a gun. It's one shot, load, pack the powder, and go from there. So
It's pretty cool.
that's the theory. What's on your plate today? Well,
absolutely nothing.
How about I bring you up so I can actually see? Oh, I see. I couldn't tell from the little tiny window. I was like, it's the Loki. God, that is coming out so good.
Thank you.
That is insane. Just like the amount of detail that you've already got on it in just that tiny spot.
Kai, it's taken a long time to get here with it.
Yeah, but you're turning out quality work, so.
It's like I amazed myself with this ice cream piece that I created. It only took me 10 hours to create it.
Damn.
I was like, whoa.
That skull is hella cool, though.
Thank you. It was my first skull I ever created.
That's amazing. My first skulls looked a lot worse.
Yeah, it was one of the put some detail into that one. I really wanted to show out.
Shell. Hello from the intranet, Miss Badgers.
Badgers.
Oh. I've had a nap today and I'm exhausted.
Yeah, that happens when you have naps.
Yep. I did not want to wake up, but I didn't set an alarm either. I just let myself go. It was like, hey, I have no responsibilities. Let's do this.
Now time to run 5 laps around your house.
Yeah. No, the wife I was like, I got a headache. She's like, do you need a nap? And I was like, I wanted to get some stuff done around the house. And she's like, if you're taking a nap, I'm taking a nap. And I'm like, oh, that sounds like a plan then.
Family nap time. Yeah.
Yep. 13-year-old's like, sweet, I get more internet time. She didn't care. Hey, Luke. Hey, how you doing? He said that his sound was off. He just wanted to say hey. So I was like, hey, Luke. Even though I could have typed it. I think it means more to write it out. Why do I do this to myself? I just want a simple drawing. Adds in tons of detail. Greetings from the outer reaches of... Oh, no, never mind. Hello there. Why? Hello there, little friend.
Little friend.
Why don't you come out from the cave over there and come say hello? I don't ever remember owning a CS. Now I'm paraphrasing from Star Wars with him. I turned him into R2-D2. Maybe he's CS-D2.
I think you guys are like the only ones that get my weird jokes, because I tell like my family about my jokes and they're like, huh? Like reference jokes, you know?
Yes.
It's funny.
Ooh, that's a good name for it. Slowkey.
Ooh. I like that.
So do I. I was like, it's better than like Snail Loki, you know?
Yeah.
It's Slowkey.
Slowkey. I don't like that.
Send out invites just in case anyone's interested and or hungry for screen time.
Here we go. The light shall be bright. Bright light you shall have.
Light, light. Wow, wow, wow. Go Gizmo on you. Oh, that's right. I can't put bright lights on you because it hurts you. That was part of the instructions that I wasn't paying attention to when the guy read them off to me in the beginning of the movie.
Or don't feed them past midnight.
Yeah, well, that's fine. It's only 10 o'clock.
Don't give them any water.
Someone certainly didn't just change the clock time. As you can see, Lindsay, I'm not putting much detail into this drawing again. Now, is this a male or female Loki?
Snails can have babies by themselves, I believe.
That's what I thought was the case. That's why I was like, wait, is it a male? Wow, so this is really the first of a kind for a Loki.
A hermaphrodite. Yeah. Okay.
It works.
It does. It works.
I'm just wondering what type of animal in this reality is the Thor.
Oh, there's multiple Thors too.
Well, I mean, you got to figure if in this reality, you know, the snail is a Loki, because I think they said something about the alligator tried eating the cat Thor. I could be wrong. I'd have to go back and rewatch it. But I think that's what his Nexus event was.
Like Thor was a praying mantis.
Oh, that would be cool.
But then he'd only live for a few weeks, so.
Well,
6 months at the tops.
You know. But he's a god. They, them pronouns. True. There you go. They is a Loki. Slowkey. Slowkey Loki. All right. Back to reality. There goes Rabbit.
Wait, what's reality?
I wish I knew. Reality.
I get more confused each and every day.
You know, let's put a bandolier here. Yeah, that works. I just really don't know when to quit. Well, I'm sitting here thinking that, you know, what if he's going to have gunpowder, he's got to have a pouch to put gunpowder. And then I was like, well, if he's going to be doing multiple shots, he needs pre-ready gunpowder, and I was like, how's he gonna do that? And I was like, little bags hanging from leather straps that you can just pull off and go to town. Reload the old musketeer.
Old musketeer. Have you heard of the show Merlin?
I have.
You think it's any good, or have you heard it's any good?
I never watched it, but I didn't ever hear anything bad about it.
Okay, and that shall be my next.
So it is a watch at your own risk. Now, are you talking the one that was out in like the late 90s, early 2000s?
No, the one on Netflix.
Okay, let me look it up and find out for you, because I don't have a recollection of that then.
Because I just watched Cursed, which had Merlin in it, and then he turns out to have a daughter who had his curse, his magical curse, and I'm like, okay, I need to figure out about Merlin now. Because technically in religion, Christianity, Merlin is considered Archangel Raphael.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this came out in 2012 and had 5 seasons. So at least you're not going to be like one and done.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there was also what show? Let me see. Merlin 90s. Yeah, there was a mini series that had Sam Neill, Helena Bonham Carter, and Rutger Hauer. 1998. It was a TV miniseries called Merlin. So that's why I was like, "What is he talking about? That one?" I didn't realize there was something newer.
You're all about the older ones.
Well, I'm just trying to remember what, I didn't know maybe Netflix just got it and put it on there, or
right,
what was
yeah.
the case, so.
There's always something new on Netflix.
Always something new.
I'm really liking the witchy, like the fantasy kind of stuff.
Right now, yeah. Yeah, so I didn't have to, like I said, work a full day today, but I did take my buddy into a doctor's appointment. He was going to, it had to have been every bit of 25 miles, and he was going to ride a bike there because he doesn't have a car.
Aww.
And, I wasn't going to be able to help him if, whatnot, but then I got out of work early, and I was like, oh, hey. I was like, I'll take you to your appointment. I was like, hopefully you haven't left yet, which he would have had to, and he hadn't by the time I got, so he probably would have just canceled it. But, so I took him down to the appointment. Then afterwards, he was like, "You want to go get something to eat?" So we went to Red Robin, and I had a burger, and I'm still kind of stuffed from that. Because I was just thinking, I didn't eat dinner when I got home, but I didn't need to. I was full. All right, no more detail. Time to draw. Time to put ink on this thing and get ready to color. Yeah, so I don't get it. I filled out the unemployment stuff, got the okay for it, got the okay, yep, it was submitted properly, and you're going to get money on the next business day. That was Monday. It's Friday. I still got no money. I don't know what they're doing. The fun part's going to be coloring this guy because I'm going to try to make him look more rock-like. My mute button on your phone froze. Okay, let me see something. I can unmute you. I hope. Or are you still muted on your end? Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Wow, quick. That's a quick you're back. I was like, I'll be back 3 hours later.
Yeah, I was listening to your story because I muted myself because Peyton was like, "Mommy,
right.
Mommy," and I'm just like, "Oi." And I was listening to your story and I was trying to talk and I'm like, "Dang, Flabbit Jackson, I'm frozen."
That'll do it. Fantasy characters have a lot of bald people.
Yeah.
It's like they live stressful lives and, lose their hair. Oh.
It's like a lot of the fantasies lived in a medieval, so it was like a lot of war and fighting and hair pulling too.
War fighting, and they didn't have like shampoo and stuff to keep their hair clean, and so their hair fell out in dirty clumps.
Dirty clumps. I'm just going to use this snail gloop and put it on my hair.
Well, I found this stuff leaking out of this tree, and I poured it all over my head, and now my hair sticks back really well, but the bees won't leave me alone. Some honey. I wonder what they, way back when in, real reality, what they used to, for fashion, as far as like, trying to do stuff like that. Like, okay, let's see, what can we do to make myself more presentable? I mean, I know they used a lot of makeup and powder way back when.
Talk about like medieval time?
Yeah, like in our, actual reality, as far as like, before technology came around, and I know you can look this stuff up, but I'm just mentally wondering right now.
What really happened before people actually wrote it down? Yeah.
Right. Like, I mean, even to think about some of the stuff that people used to clean themselves with, as far as like different abrasive powders and stuff that was like basically burning their skin, not cleaning them, but it was just frying their skin off. And they're like, hey, look, it gets rid of the dirt.
Well, like herbs, like they could crush up and make like a salve in a way. I don't know. That's why I'm going back to like my witchy roots, because my family was very into that, and my family's still into it. But
nice.
Oh, yeah, find out all these salves and things of how to like naturally heal, naturally clean. It's like, wow, this is so cool. What are we using today? Pig gelatin.
Well, it's like there was a thing going around, and a lot of people, make fun. But I mean, I learned a lot of interesting little tidbits on TikTok because people are like, "Have you ever thought about this or ever tried this or that?" And the guy was like, there's a lot of medicine growing right out in your yard, that you don't know about. And they were like talking about dandelions and the fact that you can use it as like a painkiller by doing like a tea with the root and stuff like that. And they're like, and it's kind of funny because one of the biggest pharmaceutical companies out there that want you to buy their painkillers is also the same company that owns the stuff or owns the weed killer that goes out there that they want you to spray your yard to get rid of, dandelions and stuff like that. And they're like, it's kind of funny because they're trying to get rid of the natural stuff so that you buy their synthetic stuff.
Yep. Yeah, dandelions are the first flowers to pop up for the bees.
Yep.
So it's like they're purposely killing off the bees to kill off humanity with their pharmaceuticals. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but it does make sense.
It makes sense to their pocketbooks. Don't worry, when the bees are gone, we'll synthetically make those too.
They do have robot mosquitoes.
And don't forget about the birds they replaced. Back in the 70s, the CIA killed all the birds and replaced them with robots. That's why they sit on wires to recharge. that conspiracy theory. I'm like, oh my God, people, do you hear yourself?
How, in the first place, how are birds able to sit on wires?
It's because there's no. It basically goes in one foot, comes out the other, and goes down the other foot. So it's not like It's not like when you walk up to an electric fence and you touch it. The volt goes through your hand, down your arm, down your leg, and into the ground. So it has a conductivity that and then it breaks through the ground, and then that's where you feel the ouch type thing. That's why you can sometimes like touch stuff like that if you have good like rubber boot, like insulated boots and stuff like that, because it doesn't actually go through and it basically goes right back up and out. But there's something about the birds is that they can actually just grab a hold of it, and they're not touching anything else, so it just runs through their bodies. Is my understanding of it. Don't take it as science because I haven't done the research, but that's my understanding of it.
Okay.
From my limited, 3 years of science that I had in high school. Now, if anyone else knows otherwise, please let us know in the comments so that we can educate ourselves.
Weird.
And also,
as you were talking about that.
Oh, go ahead.
As you were talking about that, my light mysteriously shut off by itself.
See, the government, they're catching on to you. They're trying to get rid of you. Don't say anything, but put 2 fingers up on screen if you're in trouble.
I might be. My light's never done that before. That's really weird. Oh.
When I meant CIA, I didn't mean like the government. I meant some weird organization, not the CIA. I wasn't saying that our guys are bad. No.
No way.
No.
We talk about electricity, then my light shuts off by itself. I'm like, wait, what? What's going on here? Show yourself.
I blame Luke in Canada. Blame Canada. But he can't even hear us because he has his volume off, so it's not even good to blame Canada when they can't hear us.
Do you have any ideas for next week's challenge?
I didn't get to. I was napping, so I did not get to watch this week's broadcast.
It is Olympics.
Well, I'm probably going to continue a little bit of this fantasy stuff because I'm having a kick doing it. But yeah. I can always sidetrack, and I can go and draw something Olympics. And if I do, I have to go with the greatest Olympian ever. and this is just an opinion, not fact, but I have to go with the man who won a gold medal in wrestling for the USA, beating Russia with a broken freaking neck. And that is Mr. Kurt Angle. So I might have to draw Kurt Angle in his Olympic glory. Because why not? But yeah, it's funny because that's one of his big bragging rights. You know, when someone complains about, oh, it's hard to do this or hard to do that, he's like, I won 2 freaking gold medals with a freaking broken neck. That's just beast moves right there. Ah, crud knuckle. Well, we're gonna have to use ink and go around this.
Crud knuckle.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to my underdrawing, and I did not draw the strap around his shoulder here. I can get away with it, I think, but it's still ridiculous. How dare I?
Forgot the most important part.
Yeah, see, I was able to weasel my way out of that one there, but whew.
Shall we call our board? Sing us a little tune.
Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Okay, so I'm not going to forget it on this side. We're going to do that right now so that I don't forget it. Excuse me. I'm burping cupcakes now. So just think. You'll get to show your daughter how to make cupcakes, and then she'll make you cupcakes too. It'll be fun, they said. But guess who gets to clean up the mess in the end? The parents. Because that's our job.
Oi, mute button. Ugh. Yeah. She my daughter makes muffins and cookies with me, and then she helps with dishes. So
that's awesome.
What's wrong, Pumpkin?
I found sage.
You found sage? Okay. I have sage too.
Is she gonna sage the house now?
Oh, she loves sage in the house. No, she has she has a, what is that thing? A skunk. It's a skunk that's a hybrid human, and it's a hybrid, yes. Half human, half skunk, and it's called Enchantimals.
Okay.
She really likes them.
That sounds interesting. And here I thought maybe you were actually.
I don't know whose this name is.
I don't know. That's the dog from A Pet's Life.
Yeah, Pet's Life. I'm using it.
Let me see. What's his name? That name.
It's a girl.
I know. But she's like the cutest little puppy.
She looks like a skunk because she has.
She's not a skunk. She's a dog.
She looks like she has these pointy ears.
She's like a Pomeranian, I think.
See, she has pointy ears like a skunk. Because I choose her.
Okay. Go turn off the hallway light.
Because the other ones didn't work for this little pet.
They didn't work? Yeah, it's not a little pet shop though. Okay, what were you asking?
No, I was gonna say before you finish the story, I'm like, oh, she let her daughter have a pet skunk. Very cool. Interesting.
I mean, if she wanted one, I would, but
Right.
yeah.
There's just a lot of upkeep and take care of so that, but I mean, if you get them young and get them descented, and then, I guess they're amazing little cuddle bugs, but I was just like, wow, I didn't realize you had, an animal like that. It was going to be an interesting fact. I'm like, oh my God, she's got a skunk.
My daughter's enough animal for me.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she really likes hybrid animals and humans. We've been really getting into that.
So is she watched Sweet Tooth?
No,
Okay.
I think it is too scary for her.
Gotcha. I was just curious. I didn't know. I mean, I say this only because when my 13-year-old now was still in diapers and oh God, what are they? Why did my brain just shut down? Oh, high chair. I'm like, I couldn't think of the word. I'm like, what the heck is the thing that you're sitting in with the tray and the, whatever. We used to put her in her high chair in front of the TV while we were watching it, and she'd eat her food and whatnot. And we're watching like Friday the 13th, and she's all just like, "Ooh, yum, ketchup and hot dogs," while they're slaughtering people, and she would sit there and laugh. So that's why I'm like, I never really criticize someone when they're like, "Oh yeah, we let our kids watch this," because I'm like, well, hey, that's it's your kid,
Right. Yeah, my kid, she was watching Harry Potter when she was at least 1 year old. So
okay, yeah,
yeah,
and there's some elements in that are frightening.
Yeah, there is. I have a video on my the memories on your Facebook, and I forgot I had it, and then I went back and looked at it, and she's like, she's oohing and ahhing as a baby, sitting in a bouncer, like watching Harry Potter and the professor who got messed up in the cave with Ron, and they're flying out of the cave, and then they're like, ah, and then she's like, ooh, ah, and I'm just like, oh. Now she likes hybrid animals, so I'm like,
oh. Yeah. That's cool.
But she watches Freddy Five Nights.
Oh,
Five
yeah.
Nights Freddy.
That scares me. I don't understand how people watch that stuff.
I told her it's creepy and she shouldn't be watching it, but she's like, oh, but Fluttershy breaks it down and it's okay. And I'm like, oi. Her kids are enough animal for her too.
Yeah, at least I didn't put much detail in this one, right, Lindsay? I don't know what's going on outside, but it sounds like fireworks are going off. I just keep hearing like this low, like in the background, like thump, like poof, poof, And I don't know if someone's just out there hitting stuff, but it almost sounds like that, like off in the distance beat of a firework.
Could be. Humans are strange like that.
People are strange when they are strangers. Stop making me think of songs.
We went up to go check the mailbox or the mail yesterday, and there was someone revving their car like half a mile away, and it was scaring her.
Oh wow!
I'm like, how? Really? Oh, I don't understand people. So loud. Muffler's so loud.
Mm-hmm.
Scares a little kid, and she runs inside saying, let's go inside. I was like, but we're in the forest.
No, inside the trees and go to Narnia, Mom.
Yes, let's do that. Let's go on adventures. Let's go find Aslan.
My grandson, who shares a birthday with me, lives in South Carolina, and I guess he would go hiding from his dad from time to time in the one house that they were at, and his dad forever couldn't find him and was freaking out. Well, then he found him in a cupboard that he shouldn't have been able to fit into because he was still small, but he could crawl around and move and whatnot. And his dad would find him in the cupboard. Well, once he realized that that's where he was going, he wouldn't freak out so much. He would just let him sit in there for a while, and then he'd go and open the door and be like, "Hey, are you going to come out now?" And he's like, "No, I'm staying in here." And then he finally asked him, "What are you going in the cupboard for?" And he goes, "I'm going to Narnia, Dad."
Oh.
I was like, and he never thought to record that. And I was like, "Oh, you're going to regret that."
My heart just melted.
You should have recorded him saying, "I'm going to Narnia."
Oi.
But yeah, I was like, that is pretty cool. Going to Narnia, God.
Such a good movie trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the pipsqueak who turned into a dragon.
Right?
That was great. Taught him a lesson.
All right, almost done with the base figure. Then I got to do the background shield. Then I can work on some colors.
Lindsay is the best.
A little more detail would be nice. All right, I'm on it. I'm on it.
Minnesota is in a house. What's up, Michael? $50 award.
No, Michael, you've got talent, sir. Thank you very much. You got talent. Do. Everybody is stepping up their game this month. They're like killing me with rewards, and I'm not blaming it, but I mean, I've got just a slew of people. It's like a who's who of Hap's talent over here. I'm honored that they come in and see me because, I've said it before and I'll continue to say it. There is a million things that people can be doing online. And the fact that they stop in here and, give me time, energy, and whatnot, it's amazing and appreciated. Because they could be anywhere doing anything.
We choose to be here.
Okay, I got to figure out what this noise is real quick. If it's thunder, then I'm okay, but it just sounds like something is happening outside, so I'll be right back.
Thunder, thunder. We had thunder yesterday. All day. It was nice. I like the rain. I was going to go dance in it, but it was lightning, and I was like, well, I really don't want to be struck by lightning. So I like Thor and all, but I prefer to keep my life. I've seen plenty of scary movies.
Okay, I cannot figure it out. I stuck my head out the window over in my bedroom, and there's nothing going on outside. But right out this window to my back, it sounds like something's rolling, or it sort of sounds like a garbage can kind of rolling. But there's no garbage cans out back that way, and there's really nothing. So I don't know what that noise was. That's why I was like, I kind of got to investigate because there shouldn't be a noise like that out back. If it was thunder, it would have made sense.
Strange times we live in.
Mm-hmm. It's probably the Demogorgon.
Probably. Well, yesterday we did have an 8.2 earthquake, so.
Aha.
Yeah.
I didn't even
Alaska.
feel it. Oh, Alaska.
It was in Alaska, but we've been warned with other states, so.
Yeah. Well, I've slept through several, 4 and 5s that have rumbled its way over to Michigan. And I'm like, people are like, oh my God, did you feel that earthquake? It was terrifying. I'm like, nope. What time was it? Oh, it was this time. I was sleeping. Didn't even feel it.
Are you sure you're not the Demogorgon?
No, I don't think so.
Gargoyle. Could be a gargoyle.
That'd be awesome. Still doing
Dude, that was a great show.
Air quality. Yeah, I hope it clears up. That air quality from fires like that, Michael, is never a good thing.
Imagination. Come on, Pony. Let's go, Pony. I don't know. She's singing a remix song of Ponies. She's so cute.
My little pony, my little pony. Comb and
You
brush
always stay in my heart. Sorry.
No,
I always sing that.
You can always make your own tune.
I sing that since I was a little girl to my sister.
Really?
Yeah, she hated me for it.
That's not how it goes.
Always tortured John when he was forcing me to watch Barney when I was watching him when he was younger, and it was, I love you, you love me, let's hang Barney from a tree, pull the trigger, now he's dead, aren't you? And he's like, shut up, you can't kill Barney.
Oh.
It's like, I can and I will.
This is gonna sound morbid. This is the way I used to sing it in grade school. I hate you, you hate me. Let's get together and kill Barney with a knife in the neck and a bullet through his head. Sorry, kids, but Barney's dead.
Nice.
Sorry, that's so morbid. And I used to love Barney. I mean, I still love my stuffy, but
kids need to vent. That's awesome.
It sounds so bad. I was a demonic child growing up.
You were a hit on the playground.
Oh, but gosh.
So the you know what? I threw away that piece of paper. I'm going to use it. Because I crinkled it really, really bad. So let's move this out of the way. And I'm going to show you. We had our elementary school was on a road over here. And then there was another road like this. And then, main roads and main roads over here. But we were side roads. So the elementary was like right here. There were houses, all across here. And then my house was like right here. So I literally would walk through this guy's backyard and go over to elementary school. There was this long fenced area in between all the houses that led from the elementary over to the playground, because the whole it was like an entire block, that was the playground. thing was huge. It went from the playground all the way back into the elementary and middle school football track. But because I lived this close to it, whenever we had winter time, you'd go out there and you'd obviously have snowball fights and stuff like this. Well, whenever we would be getting ganged up on and whatnot, my friends in the neighborhood here, because we lived next to the playground, we would always go after school and build ourselves big giant forts out into the field of snow. We'd just pile up, this, and then we'd make all of our snowballs. And so we'd run out there, get to our, little igloo fort, and then bombard all the other kids. So it was kind of funny that, you're talking about like demented kids, but we even went to as far as like taking some water and making them into ice balls for the ones that we really wanted to hurt people with. Yeah, but then whenever like the playground attendants would come over, like, no, look, we're just throwing snow.
See all my snowballs? Yeah.
And then we'd have the other ones packed way underneath, and yeah, we were. But you're talking like third and fourth graders, like against fifth graders. Fifth graders are always going to win. At least they thought they did.
Good times.
We also would have, after lunch, we could, if you ate lunch fast enough, you could go to the gym, and they always had those little pink balls in there, so you could actually play dodgeball. And I don't know how many times I went back to class with my like eye swollen shut because I got blasted in the face. Yeah, they don't allow you to play that anymore in school because they're like, no, you'll get hurt. No, it toughens you up.
Yeah, I've really sissified my kid, but yeah.
Society has, we've all just gotten used to whatever the society norm is. And there's nothing wrong with protecting kids. That is pretty close, but I'm still going to make sure.
Boy, so much detail. Oh, why did I choose this piece?
Am I rubbing off?
Why did I choose this?
I'm sorry if I've made you put more detail on your page than you need to.
Oh, this one's like each intricate detail of like each pore of the snail,
Yeah. Yeah, you spend more time on one small corner than I do the whole coloring of most of my pictures. I'm like, we'll just slap this on real quick right here. We'll just throw this on over here. Is she singing?
Yes, she is.
Because I could hear, but I was like, her normal talking voice, I don't think would be that loud. That's why I was like, but I can't hear what she's saying. I can just like hear, background stuff, and I'm like, is she singing? That's kind of cool.
We got this together.
There we go.
My Little Pony song.
They put a lot of design into My Little Pony when they brought it back out. They look so much better than the old, just sterilized like 80s, just all identical with just different color hair.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're all definitely different.
I really dig the remodels.
My kid does too. She digs it.
Especially as an artist, when someone's like, can you draw me this My Little Pony? And I'm like, do you want the new version or the 80s version? And they're like, the new version. I'm like, okay, cool. I can do that.
Yeah, the 80s version's all cookie cutter.
Yeah. There's just no fun in. All right. So I think we're done with detail. Maybe. No.
I'm not.
I thought I was done, but I lied. Thank you, April, for subscribing.
Oh,
and I know I said this at the beginning of the broadcast, but if you're watching on any of the other applications besides Haps, if you're watching on Facebook or watching on Twitter or Twitch or YouTube, please drop a hello and let me know you're watching over there. Since I'm only watching from inside the Haps window and I can only see comments from there, unless you actually say something. So like I can't see whether someone goes in or out of the other apps. But yeah, I'd like to know that you're watching. Hey, Luke. You're only the second person to get a stylized note. I've now got a hey Luke, and I've got a Carrie.
Hey, Luke.
Hey, Luke. Okay, now here's going to be the dangerous part. Erasing.
Tape is your best friend.
Without you.
That's how my pages don't tear, because I use this tape.
Yeah.
Because I'm OCD like that.
Well, it's not that any of mine tear, but they crinkle like you wouldn't believe. Well, you would believe. You've seen me do it.
I felt your frustration earlier when I was first watching. You're like, yeah, screw this. You crumpled it up, you threw it away.
I did. I was like, I'm done. We're not even going to try to save this. I messed up the drawing size, and then I was like, let's go ahead and erase it. That's a good idea. Instead of just turning the thing over.
you start erasing the whole thing. It's like crumpled in half. You're like,
Yep. Yes, this has been dubbed Slowkey. Lorna, we're not going to do any hate talking here. You don't know the people that are talking, so please don't say anything negative towards Any other people?
Can you help?
Yep.
Okay, A, you don't know her, so you have no idea whether she has it or not. So telling her to stop is not something I'm going to put up with. And a lot of people like to warn from behind a keyboard that they would never say something to someone to their face either. I'm just letting you know that I'm not going to put up with those kind of comments. Okay, well then I'm going to respectfully ask you to respect my channel, and when I say I don't want those kind of comments directed towards my guest, and leave it at that. Cage match. I've got to sharpen the grays. Oh no. I'll see if it'll let me take it off. Does that work? Okay. All right. I need this color blue. Did you have a full day at the old factory, Luke? Oh, you're still not working, so you're still out. Okay. Yeah, I went in and got out at probably about 10 a.m. They sent all but like probably 6 of us home. Where is Mill Creek at? I'm not familiar with Mill Creek.
I'm back. Okay.
You're welcome to be back.
This person's really got some nerve. Humans. It's like telling an epileptic they're not epileptic when they're epileptic. I don't understand people. But
no, you told her to stop when she didn't have it. Here, allow me to put it up on screen for you. There we go. Your words right there. Please stop perpetuating the stereotype of claiming you have OCD when you don't. You're claiming that you know she does or doesn't have it. That is not putting words in your mouth. That is typing out things that you clearly said.
I think that's why a lot of artists who create have a lot of disorders and issues. You know, because it helps them transmute and change different things in their life, you know?
Yeah.
What? Oi. I'd be back, my child. Mommy! Ooh, stop
Mommy!
Ooh, the yelly. What? You stop that.
Once I get the base gray down, I want to try to go in and put in like cracks and stonework on this dwarf. That was almost like a, dude, just help now, Mom! I think maybe I'll go through with a black and maybe draw in some possible granite type. And I need that blue back for his mouth. He's got like a blue glow from the inside. Ah, Washington State. Okay. I have at least one sister that I know that lives there. I don't recall whether my other sister still lives there or not. But they are sisters that I've never met. I know of them. We've talked. We've traded pictures. But I've not got a chance to meet them.
Jeez.
Never ending story. Children just love it.
Yes. Especially her. Anytime I'm doing something, mommy.
They're on West Coast and I'm on East Coast, and I've never made it out that far. They lived in like Long Beach, California for the longest time when they were growing up. They moved to Arizona and Nevada, and I thought I was going to get a chance to see them when they were living in Las Vegas, but then by the time that I got out there, they had moved to Washington, and I was like, I missed my chance.
Mm-hmm. What?
Where did you Scott again?
Enchantimals.
Okay.
Sorry, I just totally missed your whole story there because of her.
Oh no! I was done. I just went back to concentrating on the drawing. Then I was reading Lindsay's comment, and I was like, okay.
Yes, child.
I really need some help. Like my like one of my little dollies.
No, and it's all right, and we'll build from there, and hopefully make it a better night.
You're gonna break off, Mommy. You better fix her.
Oh, I will fix her.
She's broken.
No demanding.
She's broken.
Like me.
She's always broken.
She's broken like me.
No.
So yeah, my thought process when I was making this dwarf is I wanted to give him like the gunpowder gun, and then I was like, well, what if I made him like a rocky skinned, like his skin is actually like rock or granite like, and then I was like, because the gunpowder wouldn't hurt him blasting off. And then I was like, okay, if he's got a gun, he's probably not using swords and other abilities like that. So I gave him this shield that he carries. So what he does, he can just flip the shield around. It's got this window port that he can open up and shoot out of. So it basically protects him from weapons, and then he just wow.
Oi. Oi. I think I need to have Peyton her own show.
She does.
She's the drag queen of my house.
The Peyton Show. Hi, Peyton.
What's the little what's Sage's little
Caper.
buddy name?
Caper.
Okay, Caper.
Hey, I love you, Paytato.
Yeah, this is definitely a big barrel type buster.
I'm gonna name him
Caper?
Yeah, Caper.
Okay. Caper is like it's a herb. It's a herb.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people use it on their food.
It's also what Superman wears.
Oh, caper.
Caper.
Yeah, that's what Superman wears.
No, Caper.
Yeah. Okay. You're right.
No,
you're right, I'm wrong.
How dare you get this incorrect? How can I deal with them? I love the emphatic no. That's not even it. How dare you dad joke me?
She gets it instantly. She's like, no. Absolutely not.
You're home finally. Welcome home. All right, so let's see. I've got to get some blue in to match the other two characters. So I'm figuring probably on the belt. Let's go with blue down here.
Yeah, Lorenzo, that's Paytato. That's her new current nickname for me. It's usually Pumpkin, but after I lifted up a potato today and I was like, "What is this?" And she's like, "Tapato," and I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's a tapato," and I was like, "Okay, Paytato." My kid is a hoot.
And we'll throw blue over here on the other cuff of this. And I think that'll be enough to signify the blue running through the team.
Totally getting a Viking feel from yours.
Viking, huh?
A little bit of Viking.
Well, and another thing from getting the making this a rock guy, it kept me from making him have a big long red beard like most fantasy dwarves tend to have.
Oh, apparently I don't know how to read names properly, which I really don't. I don't know how to say names at all. Instead of us saying Lorena, we've been saying Lorenzo. My head. I'm in a 6-year-old body right now. Yeah, I don't know how to read. Sorry, Lorena. I'm sorry. See, yeah, I can't. No, my brain. Lorena. I'm sorry. I don't. Yeah, see, that's the problem with being on platforms is you really don't know how to pronounce things if you don't go to school or you drop out. Yeah.
School? They have school still?
No rest for the wicked.
Oh, that's right. I'm trying to go back to school. Back to life. Back to reality. Is there any other place I can throw some gold? I don't think so. So we're not going to go gold heavy on this guy. Gold on the belt, and then I'll just lightly do gold on the band here. Life is school, always learning new things. True. Where does this go? Down here. Too many colored pencils. Need a black. Do I have a really dark gray? I don't think I do. There.
Oy.
Nope, I don't have a darker gray, so I'm going to go black on these pouches. The gunpowder pouches.
You made some little pouches?
Yeah, there's 3 of them right here.
Yeah.
He's got them hanging with leather straps holding them, so he can just pull them off, and they're in. Each already has the individual amount that he needs to put into the. And then, even though I didn't draw it in, I'm going to say that the thing that he uses to pack the gunpowder in is attached somewhere on the shield here, so he can just pull it off, and then reattach it.
You come up with cool, clever ideas for drawing. I would have never thought of all that.
I'm just, like I said, when I decided I was going to draw these fantasy characters, I wanted, like I said, a little different hook on each one of them. And it stemmed from, okay, I drew the dragon just for And you know what? I'll go ahead and show these off again because some people might not have seen some of these. So, you know, we started with the dragon, and that was for Hap's animal. Because I was like, I'm going to draw a dragon because that's an animal. And then what really started me down this is I was like, all right, the next night I was like, I needed to draw something. And we had that challenge over on Michelle's channel that we were going to do. And then we kind of paused on the challenges because of June Toon stuff. You know, we had the idea for the Nicetor and the Minotaur. And my idea is I was going to do both when I did that. And I was going to go with a very nice Minotaur, you know, that was kind of peaceful and kind. And that's what, you know, the small version is. What? But then I've got him mixing potions and drinking those. And when he drinks it, he turns into the Minotaur, which is the big giant hulking brute. So that's where I kind of got the idea that, you know, oh, well, I can draw these fantasy things, but I want to do them with a twist. And so the very next night I did like the evil wizard, and I didn't give him, you know, the wizard hat. I didn't give him the long beard and whatnot. And he kind of almost morphed into a Gargamel character. And then once I was doing all that, I was like, okay, let's add the cat then. So I added the cat, you know, the little horns coming off and the little skull in between. And he's kind of like your little demonic pet cat. And then
I love that.
Then I drew the goblin, and I didn't want him just to be a straight up goblin. So I drew a goblin bomber, and he's got a big giant firework attached to his back.
Did I make it?
You made it.
Oh, an angel has been sent to the channel.
All the buttons as well.
I have
so
buttons.
Do what you will with the buttons.
Beep beep boop boop.
I see no buttons.
But yeah, so this is the little goblin. He's got the torch ready, and he can light his wick and go from there. So, and see, I even went into as far as I didn't really say what this was down here, but he's got this little rock attached to his wrist, and that's actually the flint. So in case his torch goes out, he can restrike it. And then he's got two little grenade bombs down here too, attached to his belt. Yeah, goblins generally do look like gremlins. They have the same mannerisms, it seems, too. Then we went with a centaur, but I didn't want to just go with a straight-up centaur, so I made him a bartender. But because he's bartending, he's kind of put on a little bit of weight, so he's no longer like your
average bartender.
Yeah, you're you know, like your centaur that's all muscle ripped and, you know, because that's what horses are. So he runs the Pints O' Pony, and I gave him Fabio hair, and in a sense turned him into looking like Thor. So this is Centaur.
Michelle called that one.
Yes. Then I drew a pirate, and she's the first mate of the ship, and she started taking on a very, very Harlequin vibe, and so then I just turned her into that, but then I gave her Joker colors, and decided I wasn't going to name her Harley, because then that's just really getting copyright problems. So she's first mate Haley. But because of that, I had to draw her captain, which is a troll. And he's Captain J, because every Harley needs a Joker. And I gave him Harlequin colors, so I kind of swapped up their color scheme. And then we did a dark fairy. And I have this little demented fairy girl running around on a dung beetle and capturing good fairies, torturing them, pulling off their wings, and doing all kinds of evil, dastardly stuff. But then after doing all this, I was like, I am really running short on good guys, because they're all essentially like, you know, a bad guy. So then I drew a good knight, which was our Sir Gregor. And his companion, which is our elf. And this elf actually came across him as a boy and raised him. So while he is an old man with gray hair and has had a long life as a human, it's still just a speck in the dust to the elf. So the elf still calls him boy.
Boy.
And now I'm adding a third companion of theirs, and that is the gunsmith dwarf.
Love it.
So that is where we've gone on our little fantasy, and I'm building out a world here. And there was a request to do another elf, so I will be doing another elf at some point, and he's going to be a bard named Elvish Presley. Because why not? Where's my brown? Okay, little leather straps here. And I need to break up all the dark, so this little thing is going to be yellow. Because this is going to be all brown. Does Joe have a weekend broadcast he's doing?
Usually on Sunday nights.
Sunday nights, that's right, duh. You'd think after, what, like 6 weeks that I would have remembered this?
It's okay.
But no! Yeah. Thank you, Luke. If I would have thought about it, I would have put a little bit more description, but it gives me room to grow with. Because it would be neat to do some little side comics with these characters. Almost like Saturday, Sunday morning comic strip stuff. You know, like 3-4 panels. So I might develop more on these characters.
Oh, I'm the freeze master.
Yeah, it's a fun thing we have here on Haps where we play Russian roulette with who's going to be blurry.
Blurry and frozen. Blurry and frozen. Who's gonna be?
Blurry or pixelated.
Yes, that's also a choice.
Lindsay is the pixel queen.
I am the
Well,
pixel queen.
pixel princess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, princess. I don't want to be. I just want to be on the nobility level.
Are you gonna? Did you want to go up there and say hi?
Hi.
Okay, come on up. Say hi to people.
Hey.
You got to get. There you are. Hi. Curious Siamese cat.
Oh, kitty.
Lay down. Everyone wants to see you. There you are. You're gorgeous. Yes, you are. You're my baby.
Baby's getting big.
You're my baby. Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Goodness. What are you feeding them?
I can put both of them up here. No, wait. Time out. This one has not gotten crinkled yet.
Crinkle the paper.
There you go. Okay, now let's go back to petting you. Sorry, this has turned into the cat show now because she decided she wants to lay up here for a minute.
Welcome to Kitty Corner on Jeremy Stoltz Live.
There we go. She's the tinier of the two. Her sister's a little bit longer and more thin. Nobody wants to see that. Keep that down. You don't need to point that at the camera. No, you can just see it.
Everyone's got to show their butt sometime.
The other one, I can sit there and pet her head and come down to her tail, and I can bring her tail all the way back up to her head without letting go. Your tail is just knocking all of my stuff down. She never wants me to pet her this much. Usually she's already gone by now. Her name is Crystal.
Oh, that's my sister's name.
But for some reason she wants attention, so I'm going to give it to her. Right? All right? Give me this belly. Give me this belly. You're attack. Look at this. You're knocking everything over. Do you want to go play now? No, we're not eating things. Stop. Stop. Stop.
Why not?
Stop. I know these pens look like they're mommy's colored pencils that you chew on, but that's not what we're doing. Okay, I gotta finish my show. You gotta go now, okay? Mwah. Come here. Down you go. Okay, now pick all this stuff up. I'll get that later. Okay, back to the show. I'm loving it. No, you're not coming back up. She says, but you know I am. No, you can stay down there. Animals. I'm glad we have the size house we do because it affords us to have the animals we have. But I'm glad it's not bigger because we would have so many more. If I can ever find the right Chihuahua, I will have another dog, but I'm not just going to get a Chihuahua dog just to get one. It's got to be very specific. I'm very picky with my Chihuahuas. I want an apple head, and I want her to be about 3.5 to 4 pounds. And she's got to be fawn color. Because that is a style that I like.
A man that knows what he wants.
Well, I had one before, and when she passed, she broke my heart, and I've never been the same since. So, I have to put myself through that again. Like a fawn color, deer, like a tan. Hold on. Make sure my colored pencils are not going to knock over when I climb over all this stuff.
Like a Pomeranian orange.
All right. Here's a picture of my baby. Oh, we can come down now that I'm not trying to show the cat. And that color right there.
Aww.
That was my baby Maggie. She was 3.5 pounds.
So basically, you just want to clone that dog.
Oh.
I want to what?
You want to clone that one.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, she can have different, looks, but I'm looking for this style of Chihuahua. I don't want like the big full size like Yokiro Taco Bell dog.
Yeah, there's definitely different body types.
Yeah. So, like I said, I want an apple head and roughly this color. What's funny is about 6 months after she passed away, I was looking at different sites to buy Chihuahuas, and I found one that looked identical to her. And then when I tried contacting the people, they had a price on her, and I was like, yeah, so, how long until, you can, I can pick her up, all this and that. And they're like, oh, no, the price actually went up. And I'm like, okay, no, I was already not wanting to pay the price you had. I'm certainly not going to pay more. And then they were like, oh, well, no, the picture is just a placeholder. That's not really what the animal looks like. And I'm like, okay, then I'm not dealing with your company. Knowledge. How are you doing, sir?
That's what you call a catfish. Not knowledge, but like what you just said.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
High knowledge.
No, knowledge is a total catfish. I mean, he comes off looking like a normal guy, and then you go into his lives, and he's like, "What is this man? He's just amazing."
Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's
a
amazing.
Spider-Man.
What was it on Juneteenth? He was doing like this drum solo stuff. I spent hours in his broadcast listening because I was like, this is some amazing stuff.
Knowledge is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Not much, just getting some drawing done. Because everybody's working for the weekend. Oh, I know. I seen that Spider-Man suit hanging in the back. We know
I've
that
seen
you're
him
really
wearing it.
We know that you're really a crime fighter. If I can ever find the pictures, because they're here somewhere, I just don't know where. I will show you guys back in the 90s when I used to dress up as Robin from Batman and Robin. I've got the whole outfit. We actually went and seen the Batman and Robin movie dressed up as Batman and Robin. Got on our local news, and we started doing some birthday parties after that.
Cool. That's great.
I can see you doing that.
I can totally see that.
Well, we'd ask, like what age the child was, and then we'd go and buy a present, and we'd wrap it up, and then we would put from Batman and Robin on it, and we'd stand off, whatever, and we had two other friends of ours that would dress up as Riddler and Two-Face. Well, what would happen is, the parents would come out and say, "Hey, this is a present from Batman and Robin," and it would say so on there, and hand the present to the kid. Well, then, in a torturous way that, we were traumatizing children, now that I think about it as an adult, but, the parents all okayed this. Two-Face and Riddler would come in and grab the present and start to take off with it, and then Batman and Robin would show up and stop them and give the present back to the person. But, having, these people take your present away from you and start running away, it's like, oh my God, no!
That's so cool, though.
But, because, we were like, hey, we can put on a little show if you like, and the parents were always like, oh yeah, it's really cool. But thinking back on it now, I'm like, that's pretty traumatizing. I can't believe we did this.
When the kid looks back and they're grown up enough and they're like, wow, that was so cool. I got to meet blah, blah.
Yeah. Because we would always, do a couple like the pow, biff, bam, booms with the, the villains, and then drag them off and then come back and be like, sorry, that happened to you, kid.
Would totally make my day if Dr. Strange came and visited me.
But would it really? I mean, Doctor Strange is pretty dreamy.
What is going on with this light? It's never done this before. Third time tonight. but I do prefer Vision and Loki, though.
Okay. Now, do you prefer classic Vision, or do you like white Vision?
Oh yeah, it's a tough one.
All white?
Yeah, that's a tough one because the newer one's more like robotic in a way.
Right.
I would want the touchy-feely one.
Okay.
Just because he's touchy-feely.
Lindsay, when you get a moment, let me know what color pants I should have, because the whole background here is going to be brown with some silver trim for like the metal.
Okay.
But it's I need something down here because I'm gonna go with like charcoal gray, black
What about
boots.
like? Have you done plums yet in any of your characters?
Nope, I've not done like a plum. Like
I'm just playing off of yellow sash would complement well with like a purple.
like I wanted the yellow here to.
I don't
to
want
give,
like Barney purple. I'm thinking a little bit more in the redder realm of purple.
Something like. Like that color.
Ooh, a little like not Barney, not hot pink, like
because this is the other purple
plum.
that I have.
Plum.
What other color purples do I have?
Maybe you could just mix those two colors.
Could. You see, you're always making me mix.
I am challenging your colored pencil skills.
There's
layers. We all
that one.
layer, Jerry.
I think Barney-ish.
We all layer.
La 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 la.
I'm like the darker one, but I'm also encouraging you to mix the pink in.
No, that's tough.
You're always encouraging him to do something else.
I know. One of these days he's going to stop asking me because he's like, that woman, she just tries to stretch my skill set farther than it'll go.
I'm not. That's why I asked, because I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go generic. So let's see what I can do.
I always make my own colors because they're more unique that way. Because I don't like to fit in a box. Damn it, I like to bust out of the seams.
Let's see. This is maroon.
I'm thinking that might be a winner. Yeah.
Winner chicken dinner.
That color maroon.
Yeah, I like that.
I had to go to Crayola.
All right, Crayola, let's do that.
Yeah, maroon. Okay, maroon it is.
Let's do that.
Maroon.
But you know what? I regret to inform you all, this is only maroon 1.
You have multiple maroons?
No, I don't. But if you were waiting around for maroon 5, I've only got one.
God. I was like, wait, what is happening right now?
And the dad joke.
Dad jokes for the win.
Show me your other maroons you have.
I can't. I've only got one maroon. You could almost say that since there's only one of these, that it's marooned.
Lord, it's maroon. This live stream is maroon. You guys know the official term is not broadcasts anymore. It's streams.
Oh boy.
No, we can't. Did you guys tell them we can't do that?
Are
they
we
already
crossing
changed
streams?
it. Yeah.
Because if we cross the streams,
so I guess they would have to change the studio to stream studio instead of broadcast studio, right?
Yeah, they should.
Oh, it's going to be a branding nightmare. It's going to be a branding nightmare.
They're trying to cause the apocalypse.
Yeah. Well, Periscope had scopes. We're going to have streams.
It's all the same.
In the stream.
I'm going to be mad when Joe's stream is on at the same time as my stream.
With our streams combined.
As we get Joe to jump in and go, huh?
Huh?
How do you always show up when we talk about you? Yes, Lindsay is my colorologist.
Oh, I like that.
This is a brilliant color scheme to go against the gray.
I'm going to put that in my profile.
Are you going to put that in your colorologist?
Yep. Certified by Jeremy.
Yep.
That's cute. I like that.
I love how they they went about highlighting our art today in the Haps.
I have to go.
Yeah.
When I'm done here, I want to go back and watch it because I
usually they just
forgot.
pick like one art stream and just play a little bit of it, but instead what they did was they took a screenshot of Joe's live stream where all of us were in there doing the same thing, and shouted out all of us. And then they took screenshots of the pictures that we had put on our feed, showed those as well.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen them do that. And I was like, dude, that's amazing. So we got to see like the finished pieces.
Maybe it's because, we've all been really nice to PETA.
It's probably because we've been kissing PETA's booty, but also we've been tagging the hell out of them on our streams and our social media too, and bugging them to death. That's the way to do it,
I mean, I think I was appreciative enough when he popped into mine. I was like, oh my God, PETA's here.
Definitely. Oh
Peter.
my God, it's PETA. It's not Peter. It's PETA.
Yeah. PETA.
PETA.
Where's Stewie?
I think there's just so many artistic people on here that it's hard to choose one person to be a broadcast of the week.
I agree. I would rather just have a nice little smorgasbord that shows all the things, especially if everybody's participating. Highlighting that participation is very encouraging for all.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to do Olympics though, because it's just not really my bag, baby.
I've decided I'm going to do Kurt Angle in all of his glory, winning the gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
Yeah. Do it.
That means I have to draw him with hair, though, because he had hair back when he won the medal.
And a broken neck.
And a broken freaking neck. And he won 2 gold medals.
How are you going to do that? Like show his head flopped over? Or are you just going to show him with like a neck brace? Or
no, you couldn't. He didn't.
Is his head going to be on a platter next to his body while he's being presented the medal? I mean, there's so many ways.
He was standing right there with the broken neck, and he didn't even tell his doctors that he broke it.
Ugh, well, of course not. They would have disqualified him from participating.
Right? His claim to fame, winning the medal with a broken freaking neck. In wrestling. I mean, come on. Who does that?
It's a pain in the neck.
It is.
Literally.
Being an Olympian is a pain in the neck.
But
and that was 1996.
Oh my God,
For those
I
of
was
you
a
wondering
6th grader.
What year he did that amazing accomplishment.
I was a wee babe.
You were a 6th grader in 1996?
Yes, ma'am.
Holy granola.
It's easy for me to figure out what year I was in the grade because of the way it all landed. So 1990s kindergarten, 91's first, 2 second. So it's like it lined up perfectly.
Wow,
Mine would have probably
lined 5 years old.
What's that?
I was 5 years old in 1996.
Yes. We won't talk about how old this man was in 96.
Yeah, Jeremy's old as F.
Old as F!
F.
Yeah, I would have probably lined up really nicely maybe too, but I decided to go through some grades multiple times. So
you liked them so much you wanted to do them again.
I liked 3rd grade so much, I went through it twice.
Aww.
And the teacher that was teaching my 3rd grade, he taught 3rd grade, so I went through it again, obviously with the same teacher, and I really liked him. He's my favorite all-time teacher. He's the only teacher that I actually have on Facebook. And then my 2nd year, when I did my 2nd, 3rd grade year, there weren't enough kids, so they did a 2nd, 3rd grade split class.
Oh.
So I got to see like all the, 2nd graders so I got to know all of them really well. And then when I went to 4th grade, that same teacher stopped teaching 3rd grade and he went to 4th grade.
Oh,
and
so
I was like,
got him
sweet.
again?
So I had 3 years with him. And then he went to 5th grade when I went to 5th.
Oh my.
And I begged him to go to 6th, and he goes, nope, this is as high as I get. And I'm like, no. So I had the same teacher.
6th grade's when the kids start becoming turds.
Yeah, but I had the same teacher for, and it's also in the school that I went to was when you started changing classes.
Yeah.
So
well, they started changing here they change classes or start getting them used to changing classes in the 5th grade.
Okay. Well, like I said, this was a long, long time ago.
they had in fourth grade they had teachers 1 or 2 different subjects, and the teachers would rotate, which wasn't a big deal.
Oh.
Because I mean, it was only like 1 or 2 subjects, but then in 5th grade, the students all moved around,
Gotcha.
and now onwards, that will always be the same. You'll have a homeroom, and then you move around to all other places.
But for those keeping track at home, when Lindsay was in 3rd grade, I was graduating.
Yes. Well, Michael graduated in 87. So he's really the king old AF in here.
Well, we don't have Michelle.
Well,
and
currently,
I think she was
the
graduating
throne
college
could
in
be
the
taken. Yes, I think she did. She could be my mom/aunt, which is great.
I know.
love her to death. That's like the coolest thing. She's like one of the coolest aunts.
She's one of my favoriteest peoples.
Yeah, she's pretty rad.
She's like the art mom.
Enjoying her job. I told her, I was like, you need to make sure. I was like, you need to make sure to take care of yourself and take this time to adjust, because you think it's just going to be easy peasy, slide back into it. It's going to take some adjustment time.
Are you kidding?
She's been out of it long enough.
Almost killed me only going back and having 2 weeks off.
Yeah. So I told her, I was like, don't stress out about live streaming. Live streaming here. We are not going anywhere unless the site shuts down. But
she's not mean.
No.
She doesn't need to do it every day.
No. I told her, I was like, we'll be here. There's no worry about that. I was like, I know you miss doing the art thing and you miss us, and you can come in and say hi, but don't feel obligated.
Yeah. You don't got to pick up a pen. You don't got to go on camera.
You need to take care of you and adjust to your massive life change, because that's exactly what it is.
Oh, yeah.
So
she's so amazing.
She is awesome. Awesome.
And see, this is the inside of the shield. On the outside, it's got all kinds of like spikes and other metal. So it definitely protects him from the onslaught of someone rushing towards him.
Oh, yeah.
And then he just opens up this little glass case right here, sticks his gun through, and goes kapow.
Oh, Beardo and Weirdo is back tonight, huh?
Yes, I've seen that.
Wow.
All of our Pyrex goodness.
He actually found some really nice winners on his journeys. So
did he?
And he's still on the road. He's in Ohio still.
He's just found a time to broadcast, huh?
I guess so. What's a life change? Yeah.
We're gonna go really
like a bald Gimli. Yeah, I could see that.
Generic with some brown down here.
I like the glowing eyes. I think that's my favorite part.
Yeah, I wanted, like I said, I wanted to signify that he's kind of rock. So
yeah, and I'm digging the pants. I'm glad we went with that color.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? We kind of have like a primary color scheme going on here.
Do we? Yeah,
a little bit.
We do know it. Yeah, we do. Dang. What am I missing? Orange?
No, primary is red, blue, and yellow.
Oh, well, yeah, we got red, blue, and yellow.
Those are the primary colors.
Oh, I was thinking rainbow. That's why I'm like, wait, which one am I missing?
Jeremy, you know the song, right?
I don't. It's been too long, and I'm not the colorologist.
Primary colors are 1, 2, 3, red, yellow, and blue. You don't know that song?
I did not know that.
Oh, that's like...
I did not know that either. That song. I knew the primary colors, but
that's like Sesame Street stuff.
Is it Sesame Street or is it
It's probably Girl Scouts, to be quite honest with you, because I did a lot of that in my life.
It could be Schoolhouse Rocks too.
It could be a whole lot of different things. I had a lot of children's songs that involved color in my life.
Well, I'm sorry, you already said orange.
Yes, so primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. Your secondary colors are orange, purple, and green. And then you have tertiary colors, which are the mix of a primary and a secondary color together to create.
Well, then we're going to add orange in the background, so we've got all of the primary and secondary.
There you go. Yeah. Color theory for the win.
That's why you went to school.
I went to school and learned things. Okay.
You know, I got an art book that's in here somewhere that I picked up at the library, and it was about like how to use colored pencils and theories and stuff. I was like, I should read this one day, but now I think I should just listen to Lindsay. So it's like I have the book, I could read it, but instead I'm just going to watch the movie.
Okay. I think maybe you should have it along with the movie. Just in case the movie misspeaks. Could back that up with some real true facts.
We can always fact check you.
Yes, please fact check me. I appreciate it. Because sometimes this old brain doesn't work the way it should. Have you creased that paper yet? Dang it.
No, I almost started to, and I was like, nope. And the cat almost started to, so I'm trying to.
Cat, you had one job. One job.
Well,
he did creases at the first. Okay.
I started one, and I creased it, and I just said, you know what? In the trash it went.
Wait, hold on. I have a small scream. You didn't. Okay. I had to look real quick. Wait, what? I heard crinkling. I was like, no, don't destroy the art.
We're starting over, Des.
When I'm done with at the end of the broadcast, I just throw them all away now.
My heart sank so quick.
Yes, Jeremy's drawn so much that now he just burns them after the live stream.
Well, let's get an official count. Where are we at?
3,252.
A little more.
45.7.
Okay, 2,766 as of today. That is 2,766 days in a row doing the drawing, posting it to social media, and enjoying the friggin' fracking out of it.
You know, it'd be really fun is one day when we get you on OBS, is you put those numbers on your screen.
Yes. Like I said, that's where I've got to learn to do these things so that I don't have to keep looking them up on Google.
Yes.
What is it, like 7 years and so many months and days and minutes and wow. Okay, now I just have to do some outlining to make sure that.
Who needs to stream music when you have Peyton? I mean, really.
Right? I was just talking about that earlier. She's
right.
Right.
You have Potato in the background.
When's her next album drop?
Next Wednesday at midnight on Spotify and all streaming devices.
Oh yeah, let's go.
You thought Kids Bop was popular. No, wait till you get Potato Bop.
Oh god.
She does need a new guitar, guys.
Well, then you know what that means. Next time Des streams, we need to go over and drop some coinage.
That's right. Coinage.
Her guitar she stepped on accident, or like not stepped on. She did that, and when she was watching Trolls, the World Tour one, she was trying to be like Queen Barb and destroy or like and like throw the guitar on the floor like a rock star.
She did the guitar smash.
She did.
I'm so proud of her.
Nice.
So now there's black electric tape like surrounding the guitar, keeping it together.
Keep an eye out at Five Below. Sometimes they have like ukulele size guitar that are like $5. So that might.
I'll have to look online. I haven't left my house in a year.
Oh my gosh. I just know that my daughter had one, and it was cool, but I'm sure they probably have them.
I'm accentuating some of his other lines with some blue.
Is he glowing?
Just to give him a little bit of.
So what are these creatures that are holding onto his sash? Are they spiders? Are they beetles?
This?
Yeah.
These are his gunpowder pouches.
Oh, I think you explained that while I was out.
Yeah, they're on with leather straps, so he can just pull them off, and they're already the amount he needs, pours it in, and then while I didn't think about it while I was drawing it, the gunpowder pack is supposed to be somewhere on here, so he can just unattach it, pack the powder in, stick the bullet from inside here, and yeah, kapow. So, but yeah, I didn't think about having the whatever that thing is called that you use to pack the gunpowder.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna be getting off soon.
You know what it's called?
Good night, sir.
It's called a ram.
It's a ramrod? I did not know that. I thought it was just the gunpowder smasher thingy.
It's a ramrod.
All right. I do not have a name for this guy. We'll have to think of something as I'm posting it. Because I didn't think of either Sir Gregor or whatever I named this guy at the beginning of the show. It's all the way at the beginning. I have to scroll up. All the way up. Come on, you can do it. Keep going. No, there's been a few comments. You got to keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I don't think it's going to let me get to the top. La 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 la. Come on. Okay. EUOLLDAAR. So, how did I pronounce that? Euladar? Yes. Euladar is the elf. Because it's got to have a weird sounding name. You can't just name your elf George. Scrolls down faster than it scrolls up. That's crazy. So yeah, so far there are our 3 companions minus the bard.
You need a Jaskier. Needing a Jaskier.
A jet skier?
Jaskier. That was Bard's name in The Witcher.
Oh. See, I haven't gotten there yet. I'm behind on your Supernatural. I'm behind on The Witcher.
But you have a life. You work for a living. So
and it seems like I've been doing 4 or 5 hours a night on here, so it's like I got 2 jobs almost now. So last night's broadcast got up to 700 views. I think when I left, it was only at like 4 because I was like, oh man, I didn't get to 5. Oh well. And then my replay views were like, blew it up, and I'm like, wow, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's usually the replay that gets a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, and that's a lot different than on the mommy.
Yes, Peyton.
It's hot.
Yeah, go turn it on.
I don't know how to turn on the air.
Why?
What?
Well, you know what's good? If she doesn't know how to turn on the air,
it's a big button. You push your thumb into it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll go push buttons.
She knows. She's just being...
I like pushing buttons.
Yes, she does.
Push the shiny red button.
Yeah. You can't push the button.
You can.
Okay, so I was shiny moment. I was derailed from what I was saying. Oh, over on the previous department that we were on, I would get decent live view numbers and then no replay views.
Yes.
So I'm enjoying this app so much more every day.
It definitely grows on you even more and more.
Yeah, like I said, I was like, I'm just going to do an hour a day. That's all. I'm not going to do multiple broadcasts. I'm not going to go in all kinds of other shows. I'm just going to just come in here, do my thing, and get out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's going to be weird, though, because when I go back to drawing sketch cards, those will only be short scope or streams, because there's not as much to draw. And I'll go back to markers, and those things are a lot quicker to color with.
It'll be a lot faster. 30 minutes or less.
Well, I could rush it like that. Or I could sit here and try to, I'll just do base colors in marker, and then I'll go over with colored pencil, and I'll take like an hour.
You're just going to be a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, art guy.
I will be.
He gets in, he gets out, he's done.
Yeah, tomorrow, I cannot get this witch that I want to do out of my head and onto paper.
Okay.
I have an idea, and I cannot figure out how to draw her.
With
and
pencils.
I just get it. With pencils?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good start.
Yeah, I would start there.
So there, do you remember the Ryan Reynolds video I sent you?
Yes.
With the guy saying all about the connectivity of the stuff? Yes. He connected something even more.
Oh no.
And I was like, what? And obviously, this is all just fan theory, but so Alice.
I do love a good fan theory.
So yeah, we have Alice. She went to Wonderland.
Okay.
Well, she left, but then she later realized that she could go back anytime she wanted. And so she went back and she got rid of the Red Queen because she realized she had magic. And Alice married into the royal family and took the royal family's name and became Glenda, the Good Witch.
Wait, what?
Yes.
That doesn't make sense though. Okay, who did she marry first of all?
I don't remember. I'd have to go back and find the video and see exactly how he, because how he does the, Ryan will explain one thing and the guy's like, wait, what? And then Ryan explains a little bit more, and then he kind of leaves it up to interpretation. I can't remember the exact sequence, but I was like, oh wow.
Okay, you're gonna share that with me later.
I'll find the guy's account and I'll tag you.
Yeah, my brain just got really confused when you were saying that.
Like Alice Wonderland married Glenda. What?
Yeah, but it's he's using basically deepfake technology to put Ryan Reynolds' face on his, and he does a decent Ryan Reynolds voice. So he basically has a conversation of like Ryan Reynolds with himself, where Ryan's telling him all these crazy theories. And he's like, wait, what? Oh my God, you're so amazing.
You're the best guy ever.
And that's the rabbit holes that I go down on TikTok.
Yeah, that's a place that definitely can suck you in and take you down.
Yeah, what's bad is I don't know half of these account names, so I have to wait until I find another video of theirs, and then I have to scroll through and find the one that I'm
Do you not
for.
follow them so that you can
I
come
do,
back to
but
it later?
If you like their videos, you can go into your liked videos and find them easier.
That's true.
Yeah.
In order.
That's a way too, but see, I'm following 913 people on here.
Good Lord.
Holy cannoli.
Yeah, so to go through like who I'm, and then okay, so let's go to my liked videos, and you can go back and find out, like, this is all just today so far, and let's see, we're still on today,
I think we're still here today.
Okay, so yeah, so here's my post. So that's how I know which day is in between, is when I find my post. Then I'm like, okay, so then here was another day. Here's another day. Oh, wait, there's my post. Okay, so there wasn't that many in between those days, but it's just like some days there'll be 200 posts in between my post and that. And so it's like, there's a video that I watched, I think it was a day or two ago, and it's like, okay, I've got 4 screens to scroll through and find. So yeah, trying to find that specific thing. And then if I'm looking for a face and they don't happen to have that face, like it's just something different to start the thing off with, I'll scroll over it because I'm looking for a specific person's face.
Right.
And I won't see it.
Face Watchers with Jeremy Stoltz.
Yes.
Face Watchers.
I like that.
Trying to see if maybe I don't think I liked that guy in the last couple of days, so I'm not gonna find it.
Des, why'd you have to make your look so damn good?
Oh, you like that?
Now. I want some, like, really bad.
By the way, I've infected somebody else though.
You infected?
Because now
somebody?
Miss Carrie Long is on here doing videos like where she's cliff diving.
Oh, that's fun.
This is her jumping there. She's going yay down into the water. But yeah, She used to have an account on here just to hold the name, but now she's got 4 videos. So yeah. Here's one of her breaking a car.
Okay.
Stress therapy. And then, of course, we got her doing her bad guy. So yeah, she's starting to use the app, and I was like, oh, I got another one! Yay! Okay, it's late enough. I'm gonna release you people. Let's take a look at that. I'm sorry, I gotta look at that ice cream.
I know, it's just so amazing.
It looks like it's
dreamy.
So
like causes me to salivate, and it's just not right.
Deathly rainbows.
Now,
if you eat it, you might die.
This is her first skull ever.
No way.
Does that look like a first skull attempt ever to you?
Well, sorry, it doesn't surprise me at all because she's amazing. But I'm honestly surprised that you've never done skulls before, because I feel like that would be something that you would like doing, because you like the detail and the shading and the. But well done, madam. Well done.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm afraid of anatomy, so I really pushed through with this anatomy, and I was like, in a way, I created this because it was like death, transforming death. Death can be beautiful in that way. You have that black and white skull. It's so monotone, no color whatsoever. It's dead, and then you have this whole rainbow on top, like, life. Flowers grow from death. So and definitely my first skull ever.
I say do more of that, because that's amazing.
Thank you.
I encourage you to challenge yourself with more anatomy, because I think you'll find you'll shine, because anatomy is so much about getting angles and the details, and the shading really shines whenever you can nail the anatomy. I think you could really
and start with small things like a person holding a pen, to where you can just do fingers, just to get the color, and I think I think you would excel at it.
Because I mean, you do eyes all the time. That's anatomy, and they're sometimes they're most difficult to do because they're always so different in the shape and everything. You've done it on multiple species. Honestly, that's pretty rad. I would say just start picking, focusing in one feature and just build, and then you can go full body or sections of bodies and connect it all together.
Thank you for the ideas and tips.
Well, it's funny because I'm looking at yours thinking, okay, that's like a sticker. It looks like a sticker to me. And
it looks like a sticker?
Yes. It's so clean it looks like a sticker. It's like the opposite of Elisa Frank, but it's a sticker.
Now, I got the idea from this skull in my room. And it's a black obsidian skull, and I was like, everybody else has other ideas for their ice cream, and like Lindsay, she did the sundae in the beautiful cup. And then Joe, he had that mischievous guy the the ice cream. I was like, I want to do something weird that everybody thinks is weird.
I think it's fantastic.
Something ice cream or something cold on a dead person's head.
Yes. It's the 2 separate definitions of cold.
Yeah. And like Michelle said, she said, what'd she say on Instagram? She said, now that's what you call a brain freeze.
Exactly. That's like the vision of brain freeze. That's amazing.
And then you have my colored pencil over here that looks like crayon next to hers.
You get better over time, I promise you.
Jeremy, layers. I'm telling you.
And on top of that, it is the paper quality too.
That's part of it.
I do realize that I can't quite get the cleanness like that because the paper quality it's too porous.
The one I use for colored pencil is colored pencil Strathmore 400 series. It really works really well. Just for the regular colored pencil.
Yeah,
but
Strathmore
has. Huh?
What
it's
pound?
100 pound.
100, yeah. This is probably like 30-pound paper. It is like extremely light. Yeah, I've got
the mixed media works too. The pad I have is Canson, and it's a 98 pound. It's very similar, and you can also use that for colored pencil as well.
Yeah, because I've got this series Strathmore.
Ooh.
Bristol.
That's a good one.
I have Bristol.
Yeah.
Bristol's a little bit denser. No, it's 100.
Yeah, it's 100.
It's just got a different texture on it, I bet.
But this is really good with pen and ink, and it holds the Copic stuff pretty well.
Yes.
Oops, sorry, sweets. But I haven't gotten around to using this paper here, which is just a relic from the past. But I'm going to use this for just doing sketch ideas, not like full color and crap stuff. But I've got all of this. You guys have
me checking all of my drawings now. What weight is my paper?
So I've got this paper that I can use for just scrap paper.
The square book that I use is 120.
Ooh.
The Ohuhu brand paper that I did all June Tune on.
Yeah.
And I did my gummy bears and the ice cream and all, and that's all that square paper is 120 weight. That's the heaviest that I've had.
The thick sketch cards that Riley sent me that I have yet to use, because I think there's only about 30 of them here.
Mm-hmm.
This was 130-pound paper. This is what I tried ordering a lot of from that other company.
Yeah.
And they were out of them. So I just told them to give me all 100-pound paper, and I just got 400 of them. Because I was going to order 300 of these and 100 of the other.
Yeah, Strathmore is a great brand. Very good quality paper. It's pretty good as well. I just buy what's
you
on
have the
sale.
3.5-inch by 5-inch mini pad. Yeah, that's a nice size.
Wait, what brand did you say, Lindsay?
Strathmore or the Canson?
Canson, how you spell that?
Canson.
Oh yeah.
They usually sell them right next to each other in Michael's. They're the two main brands that they sell.
Okay.
Here, I wrote it out.
Thank you.
Okay. Awesome, because it's cool to have different styles or different paper to do different styles for your artwork.
Prefer one over the other. I used to more for everything I did, and then I just kind of loosened up, and it doesn't matter to me. There's differences, but it's all about preference and what makes you feel good about your art.
Yeah, all of these were basically cut from Strathmore. I just cut them up in size. And like I said, it holds the ink pretty well. A little bit of bleed through, but it depends on how heavy-handed I go with the background.
I love that Froggy. I want to steal him.
He might find his way into your bag. Not your bag, but your envelope.
Bag in the back with my name on it. This is for Lindsay. Yes, I love Throgger.
All right. We will be back tomorrow in the 9 o'clock hour.
Okay.
I would say I might get on during the day and do something different, but I've got some housework to do, and if I get free time, I really want to move this room around so I can open up this window behind me.
Do it.
Yes.
Well, that's an intensive. I mean, like, I got to get started on it at like 10 in the morning because I have to have the room done by like 7 because otherwise I can't draw.
You should totally live stream you like de-hoarding your room. Yeah. Organizing things. Just have it like the interaction. Just have it like a camera in the corner and go.
Oh, you guys would get scared because, yeah.
Well, now you're making me show up.
Yep.
I'm here for the thrill.
And yeah, I could see you saying, "Who wants to buy this?" or "Should I get rid of this?" And then Lindsay's like, "Get rid of it.
Make it go."
There is some stuff that needs to be gotten rid of in here, but most of it, I mean, like I have piles and piles of paper, that's actually good quality, like Strathmore size paper that I have just in stacks that I can't get to right now. I can see it. It's right over there. It's right over there.
Come play in your art supplies hoard.
Yeah, and then I have a pile of Laserdisc movies that I have to get put back up because I pulled them out to show, and then I set them on the floor, and now yeah. Thank you for the link.
Do you have an Instagram, Loretta? Well, thank you for having me up here.
Oh, you're welcome. Yes. Okay, she does have an Instagram, so we can go stalk her over there.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, thank you for the subscription, and thank you for hanging out with us tonight. We will, well, I don't know about we, but I mean, I will be back every night. I can't speak for my co-host. They like to come up and hang with me, but they're not required.
We show up occasionally.
Yeah. Stalkers.
It's true.
Oh.
All right, guys, let's throw up the show closer and get on out of here because it's almost midnight.
Bye, everybody.
Good night, y'all.
And I took a nap today, so I might be able to go and watch some shows tonight and catch up on some things.
I get to go do scheduling. It's super exciting and fun.
Scheduling is amazing because you know what that means?
It makes me
responsibility.
Responsibilities for losers.
It's for Tommy Pickles. All right, guys.
Bye, everybody.